Hello students, welcome back to my channel SJ's English Tutorial. Today we'll have class on parts of speech. If you haven't subscribed to my channel till now, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to get my future updates as notifications. Let's start. The parts of speech are the basic and important category of English language which indicate how the words relate to each other and their function. So, the parts of speech are the class of words which express different functions in English language. There are 8 parts of speech. They are noun, pronoun, adjective, preposition, verb, adverb, conjunction and interjection. Now let's discuss the various functions of these parts of speech. First of all, we'll learn what is a noun and its types. What is a noun? Noun is a naming word. It is a name of anything. All the names are called as nouns. Ram, boy, teacher, class, board, etc. are nouns. As I told you, nouns are the names of different persons, places, things, groups, materials, feelings, etc. So accordingly, there are 5 kinds of nouns. They are proper nouns, common nouns, abstract nouns, material nouns, and collective nouns. Now let's explore each kind of the noun. First one, proper noun. A proper noun is a specific name for a particular person, place or a thing. Remember, a proper noun always begins with a capital letter. If there are 2 parts in a proper noun, both the parts begin with the capital letter. See here, example, India. It begins with a capital letter. Raj Kamal is another example. In Raj Kamal, we have 2 parts. The 2 parts begin with the capital letter. The second one is a common noun. A common noun is a general name which is given to a person, place or a thing in a class or a group. We don't begin these nouns with capital letters. Example, dog, boy, girl, apple, book, village, etc. The third one is abstract noun. A noun which denotes the names of an idea, quality or state rather than a concrete object is called as an abstract noun. These ideas we cannot perceive with the 5 main senses. That means these are not the names of physical objects we can't see, touch, taste, hear or smell. Example, love, truth, hate, sympathy, etc. are called as abstract nouns. Material nouns are the names given to the materials or the things made up of materials. For example, silver, gold, leather, iron, cotton, diamonds are material nouns. Dear students, names of any material come under this category. Now let us see a collective noun. A collective noun refers to the names which represent a group of people or things. Example, class, team, crowd, group, etc. Now let us see a pronoun. A pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun or a noun phrase. In simple words, it is a replacing word to noun. For example, I, we, you, they, he, she, it, him, her, your, our, etc. are pronouns. Though pronouns help us to shorten the sentences, they perform the same function of noun. Based on their function, let us see the various types of pronouns. First one, the personal pronouns. Personal pronouns indicate a person or a thing. For example, I, we, you, they, she, he, it. The second one, possessive pronouns. These pronouns indicate possession. For example, mine, yours, hers, his, its, their, our, etc. Let us see the third variety. The third type is a demonstrative pronoun. A demonstrative pronoun is a pronoun used to point out to specific people or things. These are just 4 in number. They are this, that, these, those. These 4 pronouns are called as demonstrative pronouns. Now let us learn a relative pronoun. A relative pronoun introduces relative clauses. They are used to connect a clause or phrase to a noun or a pronoun. Who, whose, whom, which, when, where, that, etc. are called as relative pronouns. We use these relative pronouns according to the kind of noun which is being described in the sentence. Now the 5th one, interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronouns are question words. We use them to frame questions. Example, what, who, which and whom are called as interrogative pronouns. Now let's move to another type of pronoun, indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun refers to a thing which is not definite or specific. Somebody, anybody, anyone, someone, some, other, etc. come under this category. Let us see the 7th type of reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns refer back to the same person or a thing. Myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, herself, himself, themselves, itself are called as reflexive pronouns. Now the 8th one, intensive pronouns. Intensive pronouns reflects back to the same person or a thing to show emphasis. Note the difference, my dears. Reflexive pronouns reflect back on the subject of the pronoun, whereas intensive pronouns put more emphasis on the noun or pronoun. If you want to describe noun or say something about noun, adjectives play prominent role. Let's explore the definition of adjective and its types. Adjective is a word which describes a noun, noun phrase or an adjective. Beautiful, red, biggest, better, good, 5, etc. are examples of adjectives. There are 8 types of adjectives. The first one is adjectives of quality. Adjectives of quality describes the quality of a person, a place or a thing. See the examples here. Beautiful, small, good. Let us use them in a sentence. She is a beautiful girl. It is a small toy. He is a good dancer. Here, beautiful describes girl, small describes the toy, and good describes him. The second one is adjectives of quantity. Adjectives of quantity gives us the information about how much a thing is meant. Much, some, any, little, all, etc. describe the quantity of a noun. You can use them in sentence like this. There is some water in the bottle. All the mangoes are ripe. Now the third one is adjectives of number. It tells about how much or how many of the nouns or noun phrases. For example, 1, first, fifth, sixth, 100, single, double, etc. Fourth one is adjectives of color. It tells about the color of the things. White, red, blue, green, etc. are the examples. Dear students, frame sentences using these adjectives. Fifth one is distributive adjectives. Distributive adjectives say about the separate things which are part of a group. Example, every, each, either and neither. Let's frame an example. Each student contributed to army front. Sixth one is demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives modify a noun or pronoun. Usually they come before noun or pronoun. This, that, these, those are demonstrative adjectives. Now let us see the 7th type of adjectives, that is interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives modify the noun, pronoun or a noun phrase by asking questions. Example, which, what, where, etc. are interrogative adjectives. And the last one is possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives say about ownership of the noun or pronoun. For example, my, our, your, his, her, etc. Now let us learn about the preposition. Prepositions show the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or element in the rest of the sentence. For example, in, over, above, at, out, from, etc. are called as prepositions. There are mainly 4 types of prepositions. Let us see each one. The first one is prepositions of time. These prepositions say about specific time, that is, particular day, date or time. For example, at, in, on, etc. The second one is prepositions of place. These prepositions say about position of a thing or a person in relation to other things in persons. For example, below, under, up, down, in front of, behind, over, above, etc. The third one is prepositions of direction. Prepositions of direction show about where something is going. For example, across, along, around, among, inside, outside, etc. Now the fourth one is prepositions of manner. These prepositions help us to know about how something is done. For example, like, with, by, in, on, etc. Now let us learn about verb and its types. Verb is an action word and it also tells about state of being. See the examples here. I teach English grammar. Teach is an action word. I am a teacher. Am is a stative word. There are mainly 4 types of verbs based on their function. They are action verbs, linking verbs, auxiliary verbs, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Action verbs express action. For example, read, write, think, dance, sing, walk, etc. are action verbs. We have 2 types of action verbs, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. A transitive verb, a verb which takes 1 or 2 objects after it, is called a transitive verb. For example, Mr. Raj painted a picture. Mr. Raj gave a painted picture to his follower. See the examples, a picture and his follower are objects. Intransitive verb. The intransitive verb does not take any object after it. For example, he dies, the birds fly. Linking verbs. These verbs do not express actions. They link subject with the extra information about the subjects. They do not take objects. Look at the examples. This pen is very important to write exams. I am very tired today. Is and am are linking verbs. Now let us see auxiliary verbs. These are 24 in number. They help us to form tenses, yes or no questions, question tags, and to express modality, voice, etc. Auxiliary verbs are also called as helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs are of 2 types. They are primary and modals. Primary auxiliary verbs are again divided into 3 types. Be forms, is, am, are, was, were. Do forms, do, does, did. Have forms, have, has, had. Second one, modal verbs. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must are called as modals. Dare, need, used to, ought to are called as quasi-modals. Watch my video on modals to get more information. Now we are going to learn about adverbs. Adverbs describe how, when, where, how much and how often the action takes place. An adverb not only describes the verb but also adjectives and adverbs. There are 5 types of adverbs based on their function. They are adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of frequency and adverbs of degree. The first one, adverbs of manner. These adverbs tell us about the manner of the action, that is, how the action is done. For example, she sang melodiously. Melodiously is an adverb. Mostly we add ly to adjectives to form adverbs. Adverbs of time. Adverbs of time tells us about the time of an action, that is, when the action is done, how frequent and how often. See the examples. I ate ice cream in the morning. I have been teaching for 18 years. Barking dogs seldom bite. Morning, 18 years, seldom are adverbs. Let's learn about the third one, adverbs of place. Adverbs of place tells us about where the actions take place, that is, place, direction, distance, position, etc. For example, up, down, between, above, behind, upwards, towards, here, there, etc. Adverbs of frequency tells us about how often the actions take place. Twice, weekly, seldom, always, hourly, monthly, rarely, etc. are adverbs of frequency. I do fasting twice a week. Now the fifth one is adverbs of degree. It tells us about how much something is done. Very, too, enough, quite, almost, etc. express the adverbs of degree. For example, she is a very intelligent woman. Conjunctions are linking words. They join two words, phrases, clauses, and sentences. And, but, because, or, though, etc. are conjunctions. See the example. Raj and Ram are the best friends. Raj and Ram are connected by and. There are 4 types of conjunctions based on their function. They are coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, and compound conjunctions. Let's see coordinating conjunctions. They join 2 words, phrases, clauses of equal rank. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so are coordinating conjunctions. Remember the acronym fanboys, which stands for them. The second one is subordinating conjunctions. They join main clause and subordinate clause. A white bus is an acronym which stands for them. See the list of subordinating conjunctions: although, after, who, when, whenever, hence, if that, though, even though, even if, because, unless, until, since, so that, etc. The third one is correlative conjunctions. They come in pair which join 2 parts of a sentence. For example, either or, neither nor, as, both and, not only but also, etc. are correlative conjunctions. The fourth one is compound conjunctions. These are phrases which are used as conjunctions. For example, as long as, provided that, in order to, etc. are compound conjunctions. Now we are moving to the last one of the parts of speech, that is interjections. Interjections express sudden feelings. They are exclamations. They generally end with an exclamatory mark. For example, oh my God, alas, oh my dear, well, thanks, no thanks, etc. are interjections. Dear students, I hope this video is very helpful to you. I'll be updating more videos separately on each parts of speech with more examples. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to get my future updates as notifications. Please like this video and share to your friends. Thank you for watching. I'll be coming back with more informative videos. Till then, bye.